Hello guys, it's Max here from Daily Market Movements, and in front of me we have the crude oil futures. As you can see here, on Wednesday we have continued our rally towards the upside yet again. We're currently trading at $42.15. We have given a little bit back here, as earlier on before the US markets opened, we were trading as high as $42.81 a barrel. So very encouraging here with the crude oil markets. We're trading back towards the upside, and it looks to me that we're really putting pressure up against that $43 a barrel level. This is an area which has offered plenty of resistance in the past month or so. As you can see, I've drawn a blue rectangle. This is an area which we need to break above to then hit my take profit up at $45 a barrel. Last week I had a lot of YouTube viewers and a lot of my Signal clients saying, Max, I think you've made the wrong call here. It looks to me that crude oil could be returning back towards the $37 area. And as I explained in yesterday's video, the crude oil markets are always one step ahead. The news that we've had this week and last week with regards to the coronavirus vaccine is a game changer for the crude oil markets. The short term, don't get me wrong, there's still going to be a lot of struggle because, the COVID cases are going out of control in the US. So people are going to still be very fearful, and the demand of oil may be rather sluggish in the short term. But, if you're a medium to longer term investor, then I do anticipate the crude oil markets to trade back up towards 50 and potentially even up towards $60 a barrel, in the 6 months to 12 month picture. So this is very encouraging for the crude oil markets. If you are a day trader going into Thursday session, then I would look to see whether we can pressure up against that $43 a barrel. If you haven't yet opened a buy position yet in the crude oil markets, I would wait. This is slightly too high to be a buyer. The risk reward ratio isn't looking very good right now, especially that we're pressing up against $43 a barrel. If we get a fall down towards the 200-day EMA, which is currently sitting at $40.60, then that's an area where I would be a buyer. So anywhere between $40.62 and $41 a barrel, that's an area where I would be buying, targeting towards $43. And then of course you could just put your stop loss down at around $39.70. So there you have a 2-for-1 risk reward ratio. So that's very encouraging if we do get that opportunity with the crude oil markets putting back down towards a 200-day EMA. I'll definitely be a buyer. But if you haven't opened a crude oil position yet, then I would wait, stay on the sidelines. Sometimes the best trade is no trade at all, and I think that is the case right now. But by all means, if we do get a daily close within that 43 or above $43 a barrel, and that could indicate that we will likely go towards my take profit up at $45 a barrel and potentially even higher, right? We could even go towards $49 to $50 a barrel. So do keep your eyes peeled here for the crude oil markets. They are looking much better than they were a few weeks ago when we're trading down at towards $34. So we've had a real good positive turnaround here from the crude oil markets, where we bounced perfectly off the bottom of this gap that we formed back in March. I did say this would offer plenty of support in the markets, and that's exactly what happened. And I was a buyer down at $34, and as you can see, we've absolutely skyrocketed towards the upside. So well done to everyone in the Signal team and my YouTube viewers who have been following me on these trades. The crude oil markets we predicted very well over the past month or so. RSI is looking very healthy as well in the crude oil markets. We're currently at 59, and for those who don't know, if the RSI is at 70 or above, that then tells us that we're looking at a very overbought situation where the markets potentially need to pull back. However, we are far from that scenario, so there's plenty of upside potential here in the crude oil markets, where we could easily go up towards $35 a barrel. So do keep your eyes peeled on the coronavirus vaccine news. Today we had some more news out by Pfizer saying that the vaccine is 94% effective on patients who are over the age of 65 years old, which is really good news for the vulnerable patients towards COVID. That is that's why so many countries have had to go in lockdown, because as you get older, especially over the age of 60, people who have health conditions over the age of 60 are at greater risk of dying from the virus. But now that we've got a vaccine from Pfizer and Moderna, which is 94% effective, this is a game changer. And this, quite frankly, to me, this tells me that the world could potentially get back to normal a lot quicker than most people were expecting. So very good news here for the crude oil markets. Very good news here for coronavirus vaccine. So very good times to look forward to here in the crude oil markets. For a medium long-term investor, I am a buyer. Short-term, I am sitting on the sidelines waiting for a better entry point down at that 200-day EMA to buy, aiming back towards $45 to $43 a barrel.